Deceptiva here, bringing you another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you Iron Dock's Gold Challenge mode, which will be the last one in the series. If you want to check all the other Gold Challenge modes out, you can click the card on the screen that you can see up in your right corner, or you can go to the playlist on my channel. Thanks. Moving on to this video though, today we're going to have the same setup as we always have. We have Hunter, Resto Druid, Tank Warrior, Shaman and a Rogue as DPS. And going into this dungeon, it's pretty straightforward. It's actually very forgiving, I think, in terms of trash. You can pull really big pulls and then just AoE everything mindlessly down most of the time. With a few exceptions where you have to really focus down certain few mobs. As you can see here, we focus down the Battle Master first because of its Blade Storm and other abilities, but otherwise it's just standard mobs. They do some incendiary slugs, random abilities and auto swings, of course. That doesn't really do that much damage, so except for the mobs you really have to get down first, you can almost pull as many mobs as you want. Like, obviously not as many mobs as you want, but you can pull a lot at a time if you really want to make it go fast. Moving up to this next pack, we're pulling the Champion and the Siege Master. You want to be going on the Siege Master first because of his Shattering Strike, as it deals a lot of damage. You really want to be avoiding this. It hits in a circle in front of him, much like the Black Hand ability. But as you can see here, I'm a total retard and actually soaks 2 of those. But yeah. Anyways, that's the reason why you want to get him down first, in case there's awkward positioning or people not being able to dodge that, so to speak. And then after that, you can go for the Champion, Adruna. She's not really that threatening. She just has some random shots that she fires and other abilities. She's sort of like a ranged tank-ish, guessing. Moving along here, pulling the next pack, we get another Battle Master, that we need to get down. And yeah, just stay clear of his Blade Storm unless you're a rogue like me who has like evasion or heavy defensive. You can probably stand in it and nuke him, but luckily I'm the only melee in this party, so my other DPS mates can just nuke it regardless of ability being used. So yeah, we're finishing up this trash pack. We're gonna head down and skip all of this in the middle. We're gonna pull these 2 behind us with MD tricks, and we're gonna pull the boss with them and cleave them down, just to get a little bit more on the mob counter. You want to put Bloodlust on this boss and make sure to pre-pot as usual and all that good stuff. Sadly, I didn't have my Adrenaline Rush or Killing Spree for the pull, but that's okay. As long as I have Bloodlust and pre-pot, I'm all set to do somewhat good DPS at least. So yeah, this boss is exactly the same as on Heroic mode. He sits on his wolf, and when you DPS him low enough, he'll jump off his wolf, and the wolf will start savage mauling around the party. You want to be finishing off the wolf before you go on the boss, mainly because of the mauling thing. If someone gets caught out, it does a lot of damage. Also, the boss itself has the red bubble, which will stay up for 5 seconds, I do believe, or something like that. And if you hit him when he has this bubble up, you will get feared for a long period of time. So you save time and DPS by not hitting the bubble, basically. So just stay clear of it when he does that. Other than that, he still has the arrow and flame rain across the map. Nothing really that special. He goes down pretty quickly, just over a minute. So we're just gonna take it and leave it, so to speak. Moving on to the next part of the dungeon, we're going to be mounting up and we're going to be pulling these 2 big ogre laborers, and we want to be killing them with the Death Stars to save additional time. So yeah, you really need to make sure that there's no abilities or heals being thrown out, as the tank will be on his mount unable to throw out threat. So if you do any kind of ability, you will aggro these mobs and most likely die, resulting in you having to reset the dungeon. But as you can see here, we clear all the laborers really nicely, and we clear all the trash to the right hand side, so we can hug the wall and just go straight through everything as fast as possible. Coming up here to the bombardment area, where Grolok bombards occasionally. We decide to pull 2 packs, the 3 patrolling orcs, and then the additional 3 patrolling orcs with the laborer, just to do a quick cleave, just get everything. Now we have really strong AoE, so we figured we might as well. Um, Preferably you want to cleave off the big guy. I don't know why I'm not doing it here. It was a while since I recorded this, so I can't actually say. But you should really be cleaving off the big guy, to be honest, just to be safe. But I guess I was trying to minimize the amount of swirling thingies on the ground by going on the orcs, but it doesn't really make sense though. But yeah, we all make mistakes, right? So yeah, moving on. When this guy is killed, we get a really good timing on the bombardment. We can just run straight out and go to the next pack around here, the corner, and we decide to take this pack separately. You can pull this pack with the laborer as well. Our hunter could have just probably MD'd it and brought it here, but we probably just played it safe and just went with this, just the 4 orcs. And yeah, they go down pretty quickly. The same mobs as before. They have the oil patches on the ground and the swirly things. That's the really only thing you need to worry about, or not even worry about, but keep in mind. Another trick we're trying to do here is the tank pulls the laborer out in the open. So when the bombardment comes, he'll take extra damage. Luckily, I'm an idiot, so I killing spree behind him and also get hit by the bombardment without getting to cloak, because once you killing spree, you don't get to use any other ability. So I almost died, but that's okay, because our druid is OP. But yeah, we're gonna quickly finish off this laborer and head off to the next pack. I do believe, like, the first orc pack that we did, you can do that one plus the laborer, or you can do the laborer plus this pack if you're feeling really ballsy. But however, there is a battle master in this pack, so in my honest opinion, it would be sort of risky to do, but it would also save you a lot of time if successful. But yeah, we just did all 3 of them separately. Like, we probably wasted a few seconds, but we're doing other things in this run so much better that we're making up for it in time anyway. So that's okay. Moving up to the next area here is going to be the second boss. It's going to be the trio of the double orc goblin boss. This boss can be quite tricky on World Challenge mode. They do a lot of damage, especially the big orc guy, who has the sweeping strike, and then of course the goblin's big boom, and the blood bolts from the ogre. Not the ogre, the orc, the female orc. But anyway, the female orc is the one you want to be killing first, as she has the sanguine shield, or whatever how it's pronounced. However, when she gets the shield up, you need to swap off of her, because if you break it, she's gonna heal for a stupid amount of HP, and resulting in wasting a lot of time on your run. And yeah, you don't want that. If you want round best on a competitive server, you probably have to reset if you accidentally break one of the shields. That's how punishing it is. This is probably the longest fight in the instance as well, so yeah. But yeah, as soon as she puts out the shield, just swap off of her, go on the big orc, and cleave the goblin if possible. And yeah, as soon as the shield's down, go back on her and do as much damage to her as possible. And then, as you can see here, she trolls us by putting up another shield. So it's really important that you swap off of her and not go like greedy mode and DPS her there, because otherwise she's gonna heal up to, I'm not even exaggerating, she's probably gonna heal to half, which is really, really devastating on the timer. So, but yeah, the shield goes down and we quickly finish her off. It's quite of a tease, considering she died so quickly after the second shield, but it's okay. The second target you want to be going on is of course the big orc, because of his flaming slash, I do believe, yeah, and the big boom and the flame walls, and yeah, there's so many huge abilities here that cover up the entire map. The lava sweep and the big boom, and oh god, you see, look at that, holy shit. I'm just getting cornered everywhere I go. But luckily I managed to survive, and even though the druid is almost on healing, but the fight is ending, so it should be okay. So coming out of this fight is probably the most boring part of the instance, in my opinion, the last gauntlet before the third and fourth boss. But yeah, sadly we still need 9 mobs from this gauntlet, so we pretty much have to kill every single pack except for the last one. Bearing in mind here as well, to make this go a little bit faster, making it a little bit less boring, you can pre-pot on the first 3-man pack, for instance, and the pot will be ready for the third boss and the fourth boss, of course. But yeah, there's really not that much to mention about this trash. Really, the Cleft Hoof has a stampeding thingy thing. He enrages, which you can shiv to remove the enrage. Just stay clear of the rampage because he knocks you up at the end of it and does like 100k damage or so. It's not fatal, but it's unnecessary damage and easily avoidable. So you might as well do it. This is the pack I was talking about. You can. I think you should pre-pot here to make it go even faster, to be honest. I didn't pre-pot though because God knows why, really. But you can easily do it and still have it ready for third boss, in my opinion. So yeah, boring ass trash pack. Just stay clear of the caltrops. Not really that hard. Sit on the Cleft Hoof for most of the time. Make sure you shiv the enrage every time to help relieve some damage on the tank and relieve the healing from the healer. Slowly cleave these assholes down. They spread out a lot as well, which is even more annoying, making it take even more time because we can't cleave properly. But oh well. Moving on to this next pack. This small pack right here, you can probably, if you're ballsy enough, pull these two, the Rylak and the Orc, together with those up on the stairs. However, we felt like we didn't want to risk it as we're really good on time, and having 2 Rylaks would cause a lot of fire in combination with the Cleft Hoof rampaging about and the Caltrops. So, depending on how ballsy you feel, you can pull them together, but I wouldn't probably advise against it, even though I suggested it just now. But oh well. Quickly finishing off those 2 and just go ahead and take the last pack of this stinking gauntlet that is so boring. But yeah, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Same procedure, stay clear of the fire, stay clear of the caltrops, make sure you shiv the Cleft Hoof when he goes in rage, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't butt pull the sides either, that's horrible, that's absolutely fucking horrible, don't do that, or you're gonna have to reset. Pretty much, if you want realm best, that is. If you're good with gold, you could probably get away with it. But yeah, I mean, why settle with just gold when you can get realm best, right? So finishing off this trash pack, we're good on the timer. As you can see, we got our 9 mobs, so we decide to mass stealth this battle master and the siege breaker rock rise, one of the bigger packs. So we save a lot of time by skipping this, which is great. So we can go straight to the third boss. Bloodlust, or Sated rather, is coming off cooldown, but it's really important that you do not pop Bloodlust on this boss, as it's much more beneficent on the last boss, as you want to be gaining as much time there as possible. But yeah, regarding this boss is exactly the same as on Heroic. He has the leap and lunge ability where he jumps around, being generally annoying. He has the slash ability where he jumps backward like he just did, and he walks forward. Rending slashes is the name. And he walks forward and slashes in front of him. And unless you're a tank and you take the full duration of this ability, you're probably gonna die. So don't do that. Another ability he has Breakout, where he breaks not shield, where he breaks a cage randomly in the field, releasing wolves, Rylaks, and other adds that will help him out in the fight. These are easily cleaved. However, the wolves, I do believe, is not tankable by the tank, so just try to AoE them down as fast as possible. The last ability that he has is Time to Feed, and he jumps on a random target and starts channeling Time to Feed. This ability does quite a fair amount of damage, and if you let it go through all the way with like lack of healing, or if the healer is against all odds, then the target might be in trouble, actually. But to prevent this from being as devastating, you have to burst him as much as you can, and if you do a set percentage of health on him during that Time to Feed, he's gonna stop the cast by himself, making it possible to save your teammate. But yeah, sadly he did another leap and lunge ability, leaping all across the map, making us waste a few seconds just to release that annoying Rylak, but it's okay. We get to him quickly and finish him off. Yeah, it's all good, it's all good. We're still really good on time, so it's all good. 5 minutes and 50 seconds entering the last boss room is a really good time. So, yeah. this is what we save Bloodlust for. Make sure you pre-pot Bloodlust properly, you get on Skulllock as fast as possible, and cleave Koramar, the Orc ad, as much as you can while doing so. He's gonna start jumping around soon though, so cleaving will be a tad bit annoying, but it's okay. Other than that, like, this boss has two ads. The first ad that I was talking about, Koramar, just jumps around, slashes nearby enemies, and then jumps back to the tank. Skulllock is just basically random auto attacks until he does the grunt smash, as you'll see now. And after that he will do Cannon Barrage. Now, as you can see here, I kind of YOLO it here, and I cloak, feint, pot, and then I get to him really fast, so we can just engage on him right away after the first barrage, saving a lot of time on the timer. Usually you have to hide the first barrage completely and then maybe YOLO it, but I decided to just YOLO straight away, just because I'm completely immune to barrage damage thanks to cloak, and I also glyphed sprint for this occasion, so I would run at 100% movement speed so I can get to him really fast, and then shadow step the rest of the way. Pardon. So yeah, that allows us to engage on the boss again really quickly, saving a lot of time. As you can see here, he goes down. However, before the instance actually finishes, you have to kill his edge, which is a little bit annoying, but also kind of makes sense, I guess. So just use any remaining CDs you have and stuff like that, and just try to get these down as much as possible to save every last few seconds of the timer. So, but yeah, overall that's pretty much it. Uh, I hope you found this guide of the instance very helpful, and yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that, please let me know in the comments below. And if you really liked the video, remember to like it and give it thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you feel like it, you can also subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I do believe that's it for this time, folks. As I said, thanks again so much for watching my Realm Best Timer video of Iron Docks. And if you'd like to check out the other dungeons, I've completed them all with the same group on Gold, getting Realm Best on all of them. You can see the playlist in the start of the video. I'll also throw an annotation here at the end if you want to check them out from there as well. Anyway, enough blabbering. Thank you again so much for watching, guys, and I will see you all next time.